Hello everyone, I'm CHATI, mechanical oil field mechanical engineer. I work as mechanical engineer and mechanical trainer. Today I'm going to talk about four-stroke internal combustion engine process. Before we start this presentation of four-stroke process, let me show you this introduction, this point related with this topic. The first one is what is the combustion engine, the definition of the combustion engine. The second one, the types of combustion engine, and third one here, the using of internal combustion engine, and the last one, we will talk about the main components of internal combustion engine. Let's get started with this question here. The first, what is the combustion engine? The definition of the combustion engine. The combustion engine is an engine that converts the chemical energy into the mechanical energy, the chemical due to the combustion of fuel inside the combustion chamber into the mechanical energy. In other words, we can say the combustion engine is an engine that produces or generates the mechanical power by combustion of fuel. Here, this is a type of categories, because the type we have many type of combustion engine, but the categories we have only internal combustion engine and external combustion engine. What is the meaning of internal and external here? The meaning of internal and external related with the location of combustion chamber inside or outside the engine. When the combustion chamber takes place inside the engine, in this case we say this internal combustion engine, like this, for example, here inside the cylinder. When the combustion chamber takes place outside the engine, in this case we say this external combustion engine, like steam engine, for example. Third one here, the using of internal combustion engine. In general, combustion engine is the common form of heat engines as they are used in vehicles, trains, ships, boats, and so on. Also, we can find the internal combustion engine in generator set. Generator set consists of internal combustion engine and alternator coupling with them, between them a coupling. Responsible the generator set to produce or generates the electric power or converts mechanical power into the electrical power used for driving electric motor in industry, for example. Use generator set. Also we can use this generator for lighting. This is a using of internal combustion engine. And last one here, the main components of internal combustion engine. As you can see here in this diagram, represents the main components of internal combustion engine. Here, this is a cylinder block. The cylinder block here represents the frame or structure of engine and supports all the moving parts inside. Also contains the galleries for passage of coolant and oil lubrication. Here, this is a cylinder head. This is a cylinder head fitted on the cylinder block and contains the distribution system. The distribution system represented by valves and intake valve, exhaust valve, fuel injector or spark plug, and the camshaft. All these rocker arm, all these parts represents the distribution system, and the cylinder head with this distribution system fitted on the cylinder block. Here you can see the cylinder. The cylinder represents the main chamber where the fuel is burned inside. Also represent the guide of piston up and down of the piston, as you can see here, between top dead center and bottom dead center here. Also here, this is a moving part. The piston absorbs the fluid power and converts it into mechanical power up and down of the piston. Here, this is a crank shaft. Has a shape allows to convert the linear motion of the piston into the rotary motion of the crankshaft. And here, this is a connecting rod. is the linkage between the piston and the crankshaft. It has small end and big end. Small end connects piston by means of piston pin, and the big end here connects the crankshaft by means of crank pin, as you can see here. The cylinder and piston, connecting rod, crankshaft, all these parts form a mechanism called slider crank mechanism. This slider crank mechanism is responsible to convert the linear motion of the piston into the rotary motion of the crankshaft. This is a brief presentation of the main components of internal combustion engine. Moving on, four-stroke process here. This is an intake stroke, the first one here, the intake stroke. This is represented by the moving down of the piston from TDC to BDC, as you can see here. This move, the piston moves down, and intake valve is opened, and air fuel mixture, when we talk about petrol engine, enters inside. The opening is inside, by opening the inside the combustion chamber through this intake port. This is a intake stroke, the moving down of the piston from TDC BDC, and intake valve is opened, and air fuel mixture enters inside the combustion chamber, or fresh air, when we talk about diesel engine, enters inside this opening inside internal combustion engine by opening this internal intake valve. This intake valve, and here exhaust valve. This is intake stroke. When the piston reaches BDC here, the piston back and the moves up. The piston moves up, and both valves are closed in this case, and the fresh air here gets compressed. This is a compression stroke. When the piston reaches TDC, the fuel injector, when you talk about diesel engine, supplies the fuel in the form of atomized form. When the particles of fuel contacts the air, the high temperature fresh air here inside, the fuel undergoes spontaneous explosion. This explosion causes increasing of temperature here and increasing of pressure. In general, increasing of general here energy, a high energy created by the combustion here, push the piston down. This is a power stroke. When the piston absorbs the power fluid or fluid power and convert it into mechanical power, this is a power stroke. Important force exerted on the piston here. Four stroke here, when the piston reaches BDC, as you can see here, and due to the inertial system, the piston moves up, and in this case the exhaust valve is opened, and all the remaining gases, due to the combustion inside the combustion chamber, are escaped through the exhaust port. This is a brief presentation of four-stroke process. I hope you have understood this presentation, and thank you for your attention.